Antelope Canyon, Arizona. Majestic sandstone creates the appearance of fire at Antelope Canyon. Antelope Canyon is a slot canyon in the American Southwest, on Navajo land east of Page, Arizona. It includes two separate, scenic slot canyon sections, referred to as Upper Antelope Canyon, and Lower Antelope Canyon. Depth, about 120 feet, 37 m, length, Upper Antelope Canyon, about 660 feet, 200 m. Lower Antelope Canyon, about 1,335 feet, 407 m, floor elevation, 3,704 feet, 1,129 m. Antelope Canyon is a slot canyon in the American Southwest, on Navajo land east of Page, Arizona. It includes two separate, scenic slot canyon sections, referred to as Upper Antelope Canyon, or the Crack, and Lower Antelope Canyon, or the Corkscrew. The Navajo name for Upper Antelope Canyon is Tsebighanalini, which means the place where water runs through rocks. Lower Antelope Canyon is Hashdistasi, called Hasdistwaza by the Navajo Parks and Recreation Department, or Spiral Rock Arches. Both are in the Lecce chapter of the Navajo Nation. They are accessible by guided tour only. Antelope Canyon was formed by the erosion of Navajo sandstone due to flash flooding and other subaerial processes. Rainwater, especially during monsoon season, runs into the extensive basin above the slot canyon sections, picking up speed and sand as it rushes into the narrow passageways. Over time the passageways eroded away, deepening the corridors and smoothing hard edges to form characteristic flowing shapes. Flooding in the canyon still occurs. A flood occurred October 30, 2006 that lasted 36 hours, and caused the tribal park authorities to close Lower Antelope Canyon for 5 months. Antelope Canyon is a popular location for photographers and sightseers, and a source of tourism business for the Navajo Nation. It has been accessible by tour only since 1997, when the Navajo tribe made it a Navajo tribal park. Besides the upper and lower areas, there are other slots in the canyon that can be visited, such as the Canyon X, which is also part of the same drainage as Antelope Canyon. All visits are through one of several licensed tour operators. It is not possible to visit the canyon independently. Antelope Canyon is a slot canyon located on Navajo land east of Page, Arizona, United States. A slot canyon is a narrow canyon, formed by the wear of water rushing through rock. A slot canyon is significantly deeper than it is wide. The mysterious and beautiful Antelope Canyon is one of the most spectacular slot canyons in the world. It is sculpted into beautiful undulating curves and hollows that vary from 1 to 3 meters, 3.2 to 9.8 feet, wide and up to 50 meters, 164 feet, deep. Antelope Canyon includes two separate, scenic slot canyon sections, referred to individually as Upper Antelope Canyon and Lower Antelope Canyon. In English, Upper Antelope Canyon is called the Crack, but the Navajo know it as Tsebighanalini, or the place where water runs through rocks. Upper Antelope Canyon is more popular for two reasons. First, its entrance and entire length are at ground level, requiring no climbing. Second, beams or shafts of direct sunlight radiating down from openings at the top of the canyon are much more common in upper than in lower. Beams occur most often in the summer months, as they require the sun to be high in the sky. Winter colors are more muted. Summer months provide two types of lighting. Light beams start to peak into the canyon March 20 and disappear October 7 each year. Lower Antelope Canyon has been given the nickname the Corkscrew, while the Navajo term referencing it is Hashdistasa, for spiral rock arches. Lower Antelope Canyon is located a few miles from Upper Antelope. This canyon is a little shallower than Upper Antelope Canyon, and the famous light beams do not occur there as often as in the other. Prior to the installation of metal stairways, visiting Lower Antelope Canyon required climbing in certain areas. Even following the installation of stairways, it is a more difficult hike than Upper Antelope. It is longer, narrower in spots, and even footing is not available in all areas. Despite these limitations, it draws a considerable number of photographers, though casual sightseers are much less common there than in the Upper Canyon. Antelope Canyon got its name from the pronghorn antelopes that once grazed in the area. Today, Antelope Canyon is a popular location for photographers and sightseers, and a source of tourism business for the Navajo Nation. It has been accessible by permit only since 1997, when the Navajo tribe made it a Navajo Tribal Park. Antelope Canyon is the most visited and most photographed slot canyon in the Southwest America. Flash flooding still occurs in the canyon and may, at times, result in up to several months of closing. On August 12, 1997, 11 tourists were killed in Lower Antelope Canyon by a flash flood. Very little rain fell at the site that day, but an earlier thunderstorm had dumped a large amount of water into the canyon basin, 11 kilometers, 7 miles, upstream. Antelope Canyon is primarily a water-eroded rock canyon located near the city of Page, in the northern part of the state of Arizona, in the United States. Antelope Canyon is a slot canyon known for its smooth, wavy walls of sandstone, caused mainly by flash flooding and rain. Antelope Canyon is a popular tourist location, particularly for photography and sightseeing, and is said to be the most photographed slot canyon in the world. Antelope Canyon has two parts, an upper and a lower section, called the Crack and the Corkscrew respectively, and the upper canyon is easily accessible and relatively flat, whereas the lower canyon requires significant quantities of stairs to access the site. The area surrounding Antelope Canyon has historically been used as a site for livestock grazing, and the area is part of the Lake Powell Navajo Tribal Park. Some curved parts of Antelope Canyon beautifully reflect light, and light beams can be seen in other canyon locations, especially in the Upper Canyon during summer. Before European discovery, Antelope Canyon was the home to numerous pronghorn antelopes, hence its name, and the native Navajo people call the Upper Canyon Tsa-Big-Hunalini, meaning the place where water runs through rocks, and the Lower Canyon Hasdistwazi, which means spiral rock arches. Antelope Canyon is only accessible via a guided tour, and it has been open to commercial tours since 1987. Flash flooding in Antelope Canyon is still common, causing 11 fatalities in 1997, and death prevention measures are now in place, including radios and loud alarms. The distance between Antelope Canyon's walls range from 1 to 3 meters, 3.2 to 9.8 feet, wide, and run up to 50 meters, 6.5 to 164 feet, deep, and the Upper Canyon sits 1,219 meters, 4,000 feet, above sea level, and the walls are 36.5 meters, 120 feet, tall. Antelope Canyon is a slot canyon located on Navajo land east of Page, Arizona, United States. A slot canyon is a narrow canyon, formed by the wear of water rushing through rock. A slot canyon is significantly deeper than it is wide. The mysterious and beautiful Antelope Canyon is one of the most spectacular slot canyons in the world. It is sculpted into beautiful undulating curves and hollows that vary from 1 to 3 meters, 3.2 to 9.8 feet, wide, and up to 50 meters, 164 feet, deep. Antelope Canyon includes two separate, scenic slot canyon sections, referred to individually as Upper Antelope Canyon and Lower Antelope Canyon. In English, Upper Antelope Canyon is called the Crack, but the Navajo know it as Tsa-Big-Hunalini, or the place where water runs through rocks. Please, subscribe to the channel. And leave a relevant comment and like this video. Any feedback or suggestion is greatly appreciated.